So today I thought we would look 5 years on into the future of this Villarreal save. Yes, everybody seemed to really enjoy the Perfect Director of Football Villarreal save. We did 10 years, of course, and it was honestly quite sad to let it come to an end. So if you didn't check out that series, make sure you check out the playlist that's on the channel, but maybe you don't have time for that. You can have a brief overview of what happened through this video. Starting off with this screen, we are now 5 years into the future and Thomas Tuchel is the manager of Villarreal. Briefly, I want to see what he's done. So after Chelsea, which he stayed there for an extremely long time, 9 years, almost as long as I stayed at Villarreal, he then went to Juve for 2 years and then to Villarreal. I'm curious as to whether he was sacked. That's quite interesting. So, no, he just left. So he just left Juve for Villarreal. It just shows how much of a big club they are now. Now, you might recognize a couple of things happening in the trophy cabinet. That is because Thomas Tuchel, he's been fairly successful. Manager-wise, after me, Pep Guardiola came in. Oh yeah, 1 year and 112 days and he was gone out the door because he won no league trophies, no cup wins. Now, considering we ended the series on, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet, a league title and a Champions League, Pep Guardiola not getting anything in a year and a half is poor. Very poor from you, Pep. He's been everywhere, by the way. So we mentioned before how he went to Liverpool, Spain, Juve, then he went to Man United, then of course here at Villarreal, he got sacked from there. He's moved to the Netherlands and now he's Borussia Dortmund manager. He just can't seem to hold on to a job. It's almost like he's not as good as Omega Luke, which I agree, he isn't. Then we obviously had the caretaker and then Thomas Tuchel came in, but he has won 2 back-to-back La Liga Santanders. They haven't won it this season, but he has won 2 in a row. And he's won 1 cup, which was the Super Cup. So I don't really count Super Cups, although they are on my tally if I have won them. We've won them once. So we've won 6 trophies, 6 cups, 4 league wins in 10 seasons. I think that's really good. Topped off, of course, with that Champions League in 2031. Really impressive then. I'm impressed by Thomas Tuchel. You know, he's been there for a little while. He's doing okay after 5 years. We was going to go 10 years into the future. However, the reason why we didn't is when I come back after 5 years, I found out something I was absolutely devastated by. My right-hand man, Mark Fairhurst, our perfect director of football, left the club. Right after we left in 2032 was his final season. He moved to PSG, and to be fair, actually, he left Villarreal and didn't do anything for a couple of years. And he had a contract which lasted, like, I think 100 years. So he actually decided to just quit, even though he was on extortion and he had a contract for life. He's gone to PSG. This has been his first season. Obviously, he is a perfect director of football, which obviously means then that Villarreal didn't have everything, all the resources that they had when I was at the helm. They didn't have Mark Fairhurst making all of those fantastic signings that he did, which obviously led to us winning the league and the Champions League. What they did have, though, was they still got some of the best players. They've done very well in the 15 years of this, obviously this whole series, this whole save, 15 years in total, of whenever they've signed a fantastic player, they don't really tend to lose them. Now, I haven't looked too much into it, so the likes of Yeremy Pino, of course, haven't seen yet. But, I mean, I can just see from this, captain Karnaseki, Champions League winning goalkeeper, Lorenzo Luca. Yes, he's 35 now, but he's still here and he's still amazing. He is still, I mean, he's about to leave. I've jinxed it. He is about to leave, but he is 35 and he's finally moving. This was his worst season though. 11 goals. He has been scoring so many goals since he joined in 24. Look how many goals. I mean, that one season where he got 44. Ridiculous. So yeah, amazing season that he has had here. He is going to be a legend, I'm sure of it. He isn't a legend. He is just an icon. Damien as well. Damien was fantastic for us. Still there, age 30, still amazing. So they've managed to keep hold of all of these players. So I'm quite curious then, it's the likes of who is in their first team now, who has been playing the majority of the games. Now, if we go tactics, I guess we can see, wow, they're playing this 5-2-2-1. They don't have... Dacho Fofana's playing up top. So they signed Dacho Fofana. Is that a recent signing? It must have been just after we left. It was. It does actually look like Mark Fairhurst signed him there. £55 million. But yeah, Yeremy Pino is still at the club. He is on the bench right now. That's a big mistake. No wonder why you haven't been winning Champions Leagues. Although, we won it without using Yeremy Pino, quite interestingly. But yeah, this is their team right now. Don't really recognise a lot of the players because it's, of course, 5 years on. This is going to be obviously where they are starting to lose players due to selling them when Mark Fairhurst left. Or they retired, moved on. So our final season then was this season here. McCoon was our final signing that we made. Christian McCoon from PSG. He should be in his prime now. See, he's still at the club, 29 years of age. Yeah, still okay. Yeah, really good mentals, fantastic physicals. You'd be happy with that. It's just those technicals let him down ever so slightly. But the season after, they spent £59 million. This is the season Mark Fairhurst stayed till. So he stayed one more year, then he left. His heart was broken. It just wasn't the same without me. Amaral was the big signing there. A great right back. Oh my God, he's a very good right back who is now at Manchester United. So they've got rid of him. £14 million there. Okay, so I'm just going to look at some of the big signings and some of the players that were sold. They sold 106... Adriano was sold for 138 million. He wasn't even that good. I'm telling you now, he was not even that good. We barely played him a lot of the time. 138 million. Oh my God, they were laughing. Laughing at Bayern Munich. That's incredible. Fair enough. That's when they signed Dacho Fofana. They have Aka. He's okay, yeah. Good centre midfielder. Very good, actually. They sold 149 million, so they are just spending less than what they're actually selling. Adria Fernandez left, £52 million. He is not worth £52 million. Calvin Ramsey left, £42 million. He was very good for us as well. Nagalo left and Kaiki. So a lot of centre-backs left. The next season, though, they spent exactly what they sold, £150 million. We did mention how the money wasn't that good. So it does look like when Mark Fairhurst left, they were open to selling players. They really were, but they were spending more, which is a little bit more chaotic, but I guess would have been a bit more exciting because there was a couple of seasons where we didn't sign anybody. £63 million there, Alexander Torres. Oh my word. We signed him for one season, then sold him. We signed him after as well, so I didn't even get to see this player, but they signed him and then sold him for £63 million. Huge, huge money. And then the last couple of seasons, they only spent £44 million, sold 46, and that final season, they spent £111 million bringing in this guy from Chelsea, which would cost quite a lot, Romanian, but they sold 143. Martin Koch, they sold, who was a Swiss attacking midfielder who I never seen. They sold again, ripping Bayern Munich off for 100+ million. Amazing, really. So what I do want to check then is competitions wise how they played each season. So obviously the final season was this season for us. Yes, it's been 5 or 6 seasons since. 5 seasons. So the season after we left, they finished in 3rd place. Then it was 2nd place. Then they won their back-to-backs under Tuchel, and finally they finished in 3rd place. But Champions League is what I'm interested in. Have they ever come close is what I'm really interested in. So we won it. Where did we win it? We lifted it there. So they lost in the semi-finals against Manchester City. They lost in the group stage. They finished in 3rd place in the group. Dear, oh dear. Then they lost to Manchester City again. First round knockout against Inter, and quarter-final. They've only ever got to a semi-final. Oh, that's very sad. That is very sad. But I guess, like, now that they're up there, though, we've made them a mainstay. They have worldwide reputation. They have okay finances, but it says 5-star. It is weird. And of course, we are still a legend of the club. We've just done nothing for the last 5 years. We just enjoyed our retirement after winning the Champions League. Get in, take yourself to the top, and leave before the downhill spiral. That's what my motto was during this save. But there we go. What do you think? Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow will be the start of a brand new series using the retro database. Haven't even picked the team yet, so I'm not even sure myself. But I hope you enjoyed this. Smash a like if you can. That would be amazing. I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new series. Bye-bye.